Hey people, welcome to Footy Fans TV. I hope you're all doing well. My name's Kiri.
And I'm Sammy.
And today, we're going to talk about the Premier League. It's almost back. Let's go through and talk about who we think is going to be in the top four, the important Champions League places, bottom three, no one ever wants to be there, and kind of everything in between.
Let's go with your pick. Give me your maybe top four. Who do you think will finish in the top four Champions League places?
I think it's going to be the same four teams.
United?
I don't think anyone else is going to break into that top four. You don't really see teams retaining the title back-to-back seasons. So I think Chelsea are going to be the shock for this season. Lamps has brought in a lot of players. I hope that they gel together. That's the only downside that I can see potentially being there, is all of these players gelling together. But I think Chelsea number one. I also think that Liverpool, their squad right now still isn't strong enough if they get any injuries.
Hold up, did you say Chelsea number one?
Chelsea number one.
Chelsea winning the league.
I'm going to say Chelsea winning the league.
Guys, take notes. Chelsea winning the league.
I'm going to say Chelsea win the league.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Chelsea win the league.
Okay.
I'm going to say I don't think Liverpool will be as lucky with lack of injuries. And I think if they get Mane or Salah injured, or even Bobby Firmino, who links up the play so well, then probably won't even be top two. Wow. I'm going to go Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Man City because they're angry. Yeah. I'm going to go Liverpool and then United. Oof. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
Liverpool outside the top two.
I think so.
Big statement. Big statement.
Look, Van Dijk gets injured. Who have you got at the back?
Matip.
And Gomez, the most suspect of suspicious suspects in Suspectville. Like,
that's harsh. He's all right. He's all right. He's not. Yeah, you're right.
So there we go. There we go. Jamie Carragher have a field day if I say that outside the top two, mate. Jamie, comment down below what you think. Come on, lads, tell us what you think, mate.
So I'll give you my top four. I don't see Liverpool dropping outside the top two.
Okay.
If they don't win the league, they'll finish second.
Fair.
I don't know what Liverpool fans think about it, but if there's a part of luck, but there's also a part of preparation, of how serious they are. If you look at the Liverpool squad, last season, there was not one extra sporting story. Breaking lockdown, breaking anything. I think the reason why they are injury-free is because of how serious they are. I don't see a Liverpool guy...
But you don't think the fact that the season's basically going to be extended now because they only had 2 or 3 weeks off, you don't think that's going to play into it somehow?
It will, but I trust their professionalism, definitely. I do think... Listen, you don't win the league with, 20 points clear? Something ridiculous, something dumb. Like, I've never seen it. And then the next season, you're average and finish top 3. Nah, I think they'll still challenge this season. I think to go there and beat them in their stadium, not going to see that happen. I do think they still have the edge over Man City. But I think the title will be played between City and Liverpool again.
So you think they could retain it? Interesting.
I think they can. I think they can.
Interesting.
I think they've got the team to do it. And I think if Gini leaves, I think Keita could be a good replacement.
So you're going Liverpool?
I'm going Liverpool.
Finish first again?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think City will finish second.
Okay.
I think it will be the same thing. Liverpool first, City second. Third for me will be Chelsea. If they want to be a Premier League contenders, I think it will take another maybe transfer window or 2. I think they've brought in great talent, great young players, but they need. I mean, I don't see their strikers finishing with 20 goals each.
Not between Werner, Ziyech, and Pulisic.
I don't see Ziyech with 20 goals this season. I don't see
10
maybe, but I don't think he's going to be a Robin, for example, who used to impact the game.
Yeah.
So massively. I think he's going to come in. I think it might take him a season.
Fair.
All I hope for him is to hit the ground running. I hope he comes in and does the business, but it's going to be difficult. In terms of fourth position, I think Arsenal. I think Arsenal will do it.
Above United?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I
don't think United fans will be happy with that one.
Well, I'm not happy with that one. As a United fan, I think Willian is the player that will tip the, that outside the Champions League. And I think Saliba as well. I mean, obviously, the four, the back four is suspect, but what can you do? Saliba is going to help.
Yeah.
A lot.
Saliba, Gabriel's there now. You got Tierney on the left, Bellerin, who can play on the right, or Suarez if Bellerin ends up going somewhere else. So
yeah.
they're still going to get rid of players. I think Socrates is pretty much on his way out. Torreira's on his way out. They're trying to get rid of Guendouzi as well, as we said.
And the way Arteta, he's been there, 2 season now?
8 months, I think.
8 months. So it's gonna be his second season. And I think it's his first full season.
It will be.
Let's see. I think he can do something. Definitely.
Interesting.
Give me your Europa League. So just to recap, it was Leicester and Spurs last season.
Leicester won't be up there again. I think it will be Arsenal and Spurs. I don't think Leicester will be up there because Vardy's getting on a little bit now.
Big statement.
He's their goal machine. Statement.
Mate, he's one of the most consistent strikers in the Premier League.
I know, but they've lost Chilwell. They brought in Castagna. Listen, for me, bottom line is, Europa spaces, short version is Arsenal and Spurs.
I see United and Spurs. Okay. I see United and Spurs.
So our top 6 is the same. It's just ordered differently.
Yeah. I don't see a Leicester sliding in. I mean, when you look at the guys, they've spent too much. Teams like Liverpool, who didn't really need to reinforce, got players in. Got a player in. Man City is Man City. They'll always buy. Chelsea, I mean, they don't finish top 4.
Right. There's trouble.
The pressure's on Lampard now. Because he's been given keys to the safe. And he's put up a team that is more than capable to finish.
He has to have gone out there and said, listen, Roman, give me some cash and I'm going to do the business for you.
Yeah.
And one thing about rich people, they do not give money away for free.
Exactly. So
he's going to have expectations.
Exactly. So he needs to. I mean, the way they've been dealing with managers in the last few years, I think the pressure is definitely. I think it's all nice at the moment because Lampard's a bit of a legend there. But as soon as Roman is going to see that his money is going a bit, he's definitely going to put that pressure on. It's going to be like, mate, I've spent this much. Can't spend it every window. Now you need to deliver.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. I think they'll finish top 3.
Okay. The other end of the table, the bottom 3. Not a nice place for anyone to be in. What do you think?
Okay. Burnley. I think Burnley will go down. Yeah, they finished 10th last season. I think they were 10th. I don't see them staying up. Aston Villa?
That's a big one.
Yeah, I think they'll go down.
I would agree with that, especially if they lose Jack Grealish.
I think it's time for him to go. Anyway, I think it's time for him to go. I mean, it's one thing loving your club, but you don't want to. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because when you reach that age, you say it would have been great if he left this season. He managed to keep them up in the Prem, captain. Now he's been called up for England. Finally, I hope he does well if he plays for England. And I also think it's time for him to leave.
But anyway, they're in your bottom 3 is what you're saying?
Yeah, they're in my bottom 3.
Okay, and then one more?
3. I think Fulham will go down.
I'd agree with that. So my bottom 3 would be Fulham. They've got these players who in the Championship are phenomenal. Yeah. Mitrovic scoring goals every week. Comes to the Premier League. Nothing. I also think West Brom will go back down again. I don't think they have enough to stay in the league. And I would agree with you. I think Aston Villa go down. Let's talk about the awards. Golden Boot. Who do you think wins it this year?
I'll give you 3 names that I think will fight for it. Vardy, Harry Kane. Harry Kane, you just can't. He's a very good. I think the Spurs fans all agree. And the England fans, he's a very good striker. He's a very, very good striker.
I mean, you can't deny it.
Yeah, you can't do an award, a golden boot or something like that.
I think goals per minute, he's top 5 in history
Yeah.
or something like that. It's crazy. Or top 3.
You can't not put his name there.
Yeah.
Martial, I think Martial can be in the top. Challenge in the top 3. I think he's the way United came back after the pandemic was they had the best record.
I think the link-up play with Pogba is important for him. He plays better when Pogba's there, so he needs Pogba to be fit. So I guess on my side, I would also put Harry Kane up there.
Oh, Aubameyang.
I would also put Aubameyang up there.
So top 4.
All right.
I apologise.
The 3 went to a 4.
Arsenal fans, I apologise. Aubameyang.
Okay, you're one of those people. You're one of those people. I'm not hungry. I'm not going to order anything.
No,
People's food come and you start.
Mate, Aubameyang is definitely in my top 4.
All right. Well, I think
top 2 actually. I think he's got more chances than the other guys.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I'll put Oba up there. I actually think he will win it. So I wasn't going to go over top 3, but as soon as you push me into that direction, Aubameyang, Harry Kane, I would also put up there.
Yeah.
And Sadio Mane up there. Just because I think if he doesn't leave, he really wants to put himself in the shop window to get a move at some point. I don't think he wants to stay at Liverpool forever. Golden Glove.
There's only 2 names. 2 names.
I know who you're going to say.
Yeah, there's no one else for me. Edison and what's his name? Alisson. Who can I add? Stretch it a little bit just to. I like the Gea, but frustrating, mate. Frustrating.
For me, De Gea, I want to see Henderson get a chance. I don't want De Gea to be the first choice keeper at United this season.
Yeah, you don't want us to be top 4. You just say it clearly, mate.
No. Listen, he was outstanding for Sheffield United, and that's another name that could be in the bottom 3 because now that they don't have him, he was a big difference for them. He was a big difference for them.
I think they'll stay up.
They're a good football inside. I like them. I think they do well. But anyway, so Alisson, Edison, and De Gea. It's between Alisson and Edison. It's boring, but that's just the way it is. But I think Alisson will just pip it slightly. So then we get into assists, most assists. Let me start, because I'm not going to do a top 3. Kevin De Bruyne, done. I'm not even going to debate that one and start putting other names into the mix. For me, it's Kevin De Bruyne.
Most assists?
Kevin De Bruyne.
That is your name?
Kevin De Bruyne.
There's no top 3?
No top 3. Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay. I don't agree. I'll tell you who I want. My Algerian counterpart, I think Mahrez. I hope he plays. Yeah. I hope if he gets 15 assists, 10 to 15 assists, I'll be happy. Can he be the top assist in the league? He definitely can. He's proved it before. Will he? It will all depend on Pep and the politics of that club. If he plays him, again, loads of ifs with that with City.
Okay, and then last 2, most improved club this season, and team that won't do as well.
Most improved, I think I'll go with Everton. I want them to do well because they are literally awful every single season. And I'm sorry for the Everton fans. You guys probably feel the same way as me because although they have everything to do well. They spend money, they go out there, they challenge on the market, but it feels like they don't. I don't know if it's the coach. They've got Ancelotti. Who else do you want?
I am gonna go most improved team. I'm gonna go Newcastle.
I had a feeling.
I think they're going to do better than they did last season because I'm looking at the names that they're being associated with. Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser trying to go on there on a free. They're doing these sneaky little deals here and there to pick up players. So I'm not saying that they're going to finish in the Europa places, but I think they're going to do better.
I think that's their place. I think a club as big as Newcastle should be challenging for Europa.
I'll hit you with the team that won't do as well this season. I'm going to go Sheffield United. Okay. And the reason I say that is because Henderson's gone back to Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that goalkeeping position, especially how well he did for them last season, if they can't get that right, I think they're going to struggle. And the Premier League this season, I do think is going to be a lot harder than it was last season. Just looking at the amount of activity in the window, clubs trying to strengthen. I've never seen a transfer window as active, so I'm going to go Sheffield United.
All right, so for me, I'll go with Wolves.
Okay.
They're a very, very good side. Played very good football. Great manager.
6th last season, 7th?
I think they finished 7th.
Yeah.
They were very, very good. Football-wise, they were a very attractive team. They went far in the Europa League. Will they finish 7th or above? I don't think so. I think they'll finish top 10 or maybe top 12.
Interesting. So we gave you guys our top 4, our bottom 3, most assists, Golden Glove, most improved, team that won't do as well. But ultimately, we want to hear from you, who you think is going to be up there in those positions, challenging for the title, maybe not finishing off as well. So please comment down below. Tell us what you think. We want that interaction. Please subscribe, like, share, and we'll be back with another video very, very soon. So from me, thank you very much.
And from me, I'll see you guys next time.
Take care.
Peace.